Hello everyone, it's Mariano. Welcome back to another video. So what we're going to do now is go ahead and do a quick technical analysis of Dogecoin, Bitcoin, which is the market leader and what's driving Dogecoin. Look at where it's probably going to go today into tomorrow. And then we'll take a quick look at the meme stocks as well. Not sure if I'll do a separate video on the meme stocks, but we'll see kind of as we get through this, and you'll probably be able to just tell by the title what I decided on. Anyway, let's not waste too much time. Let's get right into it. So first thing that you should always do when you're trying to do any kind of technical analysis is zoom out on your Dogecoin chart or your chart in general, whether it's a stock or cryptocurrency. Select a higher time frame and then zoom out. Take a step back, look at the big picture, realize what time frame you're looking from. So right here, I can see right here, this is April 15th. Here, this was the day of SNL, right around, the 8th to the 10th and 11th. And then here, this is more recent. So taking a step back, you see overall we're still like in this downtrend. We haven't really made any new highs, didn't break this level yet, didn't get back up there, but we have made a little bit of movement upward, so that's great. Now, the first thing to notice is how is Dogecoin doing compared to Bitcoin? Why do I ask that question? If you're new to crypto, if you're new to Dogecoin, or even if you're not, maybe you don't know this or haven't realized this, but Dogecoin's price action, just like every other altcoin's price action, closely follows Bitcoin's price action. Why? Because Bitcoin, it was pretty much here first. It's the big boy. It's pretty much the father of all cryptos. And so just consider all these altcoins like the father's children. Wherever the father goes, the children tend to follow, unless the children get distracted by something that's really appealing, like hype or good news. Then they might break out and break off away from their parents and stop following them and kind of do their own thing because they can follow the distraction. But at the end of the day, the children, the altcoins, typically gravitate back towards their parent, which is Bitcoin. Hopefully that made that easy to explain, but that's typically what happens. So even right now, you might be wondering, why is Dogecoin doing so bad? Why has it been selling off so hard? Why is it trading sideways? Why is on good news it not going off to the moon? Well, because at this point, Bitcoin is crashing really, really hard. And so it's going to take a lot of upward momentum here to break free from Bitcoin's pull, especially because people are getting used to the Elon tweets. They're getting used to the hype that Elon generates. So his tweets aren't generating as much of a move. And a lot of the news that we've gotten recently, we've already expected. For example, the Coinbase run-up. We saw the move here when we first heard about Coinbase into the Coinbase Pro announcement. We had a decent run-up here, and then over the next couple of days, it kind of sold off a little bit. Nothing too crazy. This didn't make any new highs. We didn't break up into like $60, $70, $80. We got a nice little run-up and then gravitated right back towards where Bitcoin was pulling us. So that's the way things go. So again, as you look, and don't mind my dog going crazy, as you look at the charts here, overall, they look pretty similar. You can see the dips here, how Dogecoin tended to follow those, the highs, how for the most part, we followed those until we had that good news about Coinbase here, and we broke out, and so on and so forth. Now, one thing to notice, Dogecoin is trading right now at about 33 cents. Bitcoin at this moment is trading at about $33,000 per coin at the moment of filming. Now, if you look at this, I have already done some technical analysis here. Each time in the past that Bitcoin would hit about $36,000, where this yellow line is, Dogecoin would end up somewhere around 33 cents. On each dip to 36,000 Bitcoin, Doge would get pulled down to 31 cents on Dogecoin. Now, as you also look here, you'll see that each time that Bitcoin got pulled down to about 30,000, look here, 29, then here 31, here again 31, Doge had some interesting responses to that, and we'll talk about what that signifies in a moment here. But first, let's start with what we started with. So on the 36,000 dips, Dogecoin ended up usually at 31 cents. Over the course of the last couple weeks, though, like the last week and a half, Dogecoin has gotten a lot of good news. Now, you probably noticed that on those announcements, like for example, the Coinbase Pro followed by the full Coinbase announcement and a few other things, the Revolut announcement that we just got today, there hasn't been that much movement. Yeah, we got these smallish moves, but not like a move 10, 15, 20 cents like we used to get, like the hype would generate. That is true. But as of today, Dogecoin has gotten to a point where it has matured. A lot of the hype driven action has died off, and we're more good news driven, and we're a lot more stable with our price than we were just a week, 2 weeks ago. Now, me personally, as an investor, yes, I do love to see volatility and quick money making moves, but at the same time, with those, you also get quick money losing moves to the downside. After the hype run up, it tends to sell off really, really hard. What we're seeing instead is signs of not only stability coming to Dogecoin, but stability with increased value. So the price is just gradually going up over time. And if you're looking at it the way you used to, maybe you haven't noticed it, but this will help you catch on to what's going on here. So Bitcoin right here, like I said, 36,000, usually Doge was at 31 cents at that point. Once we got the Coinbase announcement and a few other things, we had this run up. But what ended up happening with this newfound strength that we've gotten from these big announcements, our floor, so our lowest value of what you could say Dogecoin was worth, like our support floor where we usually dip down to, was raised off of this good news. Our value was increased. So now, these more recent times when Bitcoin came back down and bounced off the 40,000 marks here and ended up hitting $36,000 again, instead of Dogecoin going back down to 31 cents, Dogecoin's new level was 37 cents. So you can see our value, our floor of where we would be at the lows in this situation was raised like 5 to 6 cents. So instead of 31, now we're hitting 37 on a 36K dip on the Bitcoin side. So that's really impressive to note there. Now, if you don't believe me, you can also look at the other dips that Bitcoin has taken, not at the 36,000 level, but these swing lows that we just talked about, and see where Dogecoin used to go to and now where it goes to at those levels. So let's go back in time here, just to right here, and this will kind of get us to the end of this video. Let's go back in time to right here. Now you see this was about the first time that Bitcoin went under 30,000 recently. When it got to like that, it's 29.3, we'll just call it 30,000. When Bitcoin got to that 30,000 mark, Dogecoin got pulled all the way down to 19.5 cents. So you can just see that Dogecoin didn't really have it in it to keep itself up. There was not enough value in it. There was not enough buying pressure. A lot of people were just scared and they didn't quite see the value of Dogecoin, because if they did, this could have fallen at a slower rate, even still following the same pattern, at a slower rate than Bitcoin dropped. But at that time, the value of Dogecoin meant 30,000 or 29,000 Bitcoin equaled 19-20 cents Doge. Crazy low. Now, the next time that we ended up getting a big swing low was when Bitcoin, again, after it made this move up to 42, sold off and went back down to about 31,000. Now, if Dogecoin hadn't gathered or gained, any value, any more strength from this point to the next time that we got this low again, Dogecoin probably would have sold back off to around, low 20s. Maybe not 19 cents again, because Bitcoin didn't make it quite at the same level, but it was like $1,500 up. So pretty close. So if it was going to happen to the same scale, we would have seen Dogecoin back at about 22 cents here, I would say. Instead, we got this new strength to where we rejected pretty hard, way harder than Bitcoin, by the way. And we're on the same time frame, 4 hours, at 25 cents. We got to 25 cents and then rejected off. So 6 cents higher here is what we gained in value, with only about $1,500 difference on the Bitcoin side. We gained strength from the 19th to the 23rd. We gained value. Now, as you go forward, okay, keep that 25 cent number in mind, 25 cents at 31,000. Because now, today, we hit 31,000 again on the Bitcoin side. So again, if we had not gained strength from before, 31,000, we know that meant 25 cents. But instead, our floor raised up. So instead of 24 cents, we were at almost 30 cents here. it was mid 24 cents before. Now it's 29.74. I don't know if you can see that, 29.74, basically 30 cents. So that's again second confirmation that Doge has risen in value by about 6 cents since, well, that wasn't the best choice of words, 6 cents from when the first dip happened here on the 19th. So it's been about 3 weeks since then, and we are up 6 cents in value. So great sign from Dogecoin. Like I said, we're not seeing a lot of crazy pumps, but you can clearly see by comparing the market leader and its price action, comparing the levels there to the new levels that we're starting to hit, you can just see that gradually over time. Though it may not be super obvious anymore, Dogecoin is stabilizing and it's starting to gain an increase in value over time. So hope that calms some nerves about Dogecoin. If you like this kind of video, feel free to catch the next one by, of course, hitting the subscribe button, or else you won't see my channel again, especially with the low subscriber count that I have. But then also click the notification bell and select all if you want to catch the live streams I do. I do live streams 7 days a week, minimum 1 time per day, usually 2, sometimes even 3, 7 days a week. So if you want that kind of technical analysis for free at pretty much any time of the day, feel free to sub up, and hopefully I will catch you guys in the next video.